I wish you could see this, but I'm hanging from the tree behind. Ah, it feels good. Oh, meditation feels good. For meditation in nature, it feels like really good actually. I just feel so much more connected with like all of my sensations of my body. Like when you're meditating, I live like my computer's in the basement. When I'm meditating, I mean, I can get like pretty connected and stuff, and I can like really focus and do my thing. But when you're in nature, it just feels that every little small detail matters more. And like I can, so for instance, I swallowed something and I felt like it was like a sensation. And instead of just ignoring it and like going upwards or something, I just followed that sensation and it took me into my gut, for instance, where I have not been taking a lot of care of myself lately. Um, about food. And by the way, we're in Kuala Lumpur and I'm now observing the Patronas Towers. You might have seen them somewhere. The video game, Just Cause, where it had them. Um, and yeah, I'm not here to talk about my God. I'm here to talk about uh, the subject of discipline. And discipline is I guess for many people, but I'm talking about myself now. I guess it's a hard one. Um, I am a big fan of what Bill Gates once said is like, oh, you can be something like you can be lazy and smart and you'll work it out. And it's just so intriguing, to hear that because I mean, we all understand that there are ways in life and there are paths where less work can be more effective or less, yeah. Um, so it's just, I guess, kind of always in the back of my head, and I've just always kind of been that guy. Um, and actually, I'm going to talk about food-related discipline because it's the main it's like I guess it's the first thing that like matters the most, at least to my body. Like, cause I mean, I don't want to get too technical, but like whenever I eat healthy, I feel like I feel better. I feel like I have more control. I feel like things are going well. And when I have control of one very fundamental thing, such as food, it feels like I can have more control over other things in life. Um, and I mean, you see me like, probably some overweight people are gonna be like, what the fuck is, why is this guy dog talking? But um, I do not like my body, first of all, um, often. And yeah, I partly consider myself fat. And yeah, I don't like many parts of my body actually. Um, like I think that my arm is too big, especially here, and that I'm too fat here. Like here, extra layer of skin. Anyways, um, so yeah, I guess like food is like one of the primal disciplines. Maybe I mean I guess I can talk for everyone. Is like food. Um, if you're not aligning with what you want to do with your body, you're just lacking control. And in my experience, when I'm lacking control in like something, I'm gonna lack control in the upfollowing part. Um, so yeah, although like I'm working out like 3 to 5, not always, but this is my average, like 3 to 5 times per week. I'm eating quite healthy. I'm eating my junk food, but I'm mostly eating healthy. I feel completely out of control. Because why? Because okay, I want to make like shredded abs, right? Like, and this is far from like shredded abs. Um, so and like in order to achieve this, one, I need to be extremely careful with the amount of like bad stuff I'm eating, which I am quite a bit. and I'm gonna revert back to what I wanted to talk, like my first point. Carbs and yeah, just eat clean. Um, and I feel like my body is always telling me when I'm losing control while I'm eating, but I just keep ignoring it. And the fact that I keep ignoring it makes me feel like really bad. Like on the outside, it might not look that I'm eating very unhealthy or very bad, but I know that like for the shredded abs, it's not good. Simple as that. So I'm going out of alignment 3 times a fucking day. That hurts. That really hurts me. And I feel weak. I feel weak when I'm out of alignment, and I feel really strong when I'm in alignment. Um, and also, like a part of the reason I'm making this video is because, um, like I had a fight with my girlfriend today about like an irrelevant topic, and I just like she's like much more like focused and like disciplined in that aspect and with the workouts, and we're all the time together, and like every bite that I take, literally like just feels bad, and maybe it's a bit of an over exaggeration, and like I'm just overdoing it, um, but like when I'm out of alignment and when she's there, it feels twice as worse. Maybe it shouldn't feel twice as worse. It should feel 1.5x. But I feel like I'm letting her down. Like I'm not only letting myself down, which makes me angry. Like I'm letting her down, which makes me like get. And it happens so frequently because we're reading all the time, like humans, and it just feels like I feel disgusted with myself because we've talked about this and I still do it, and it just makes me like feel like weak, and yeah, and just turn off, like I feel turned off from myself, like um, and we might like had a rough um, fought for like another thing, but I bet it's like I bet it has to do as well because she feels the energy. Um, um, So yeah, I've a bit of my history is that I've proven to myself twice in my life, and probably that's not a very good track record, that I can have pristine discipline. Uh, and my what I mean by pristine is when I was 16, I used to weigh 120 kilos, and I lost like 40 kilos in 6 months. It wasn't in a healthy way, but it was in a very disciplined way. Um, and Oh yeah, 3 times. Then when I was like, I guess 19, I started working out like really hardcore, and I worked out for like 4 months, like twice a day almost. No excuses. Also no excuses with food either. That's number two. And number three was like 2 years ago with poker, when I had like a rough 6 month period where I broke even, and I said to myself, you're not winning. If you want to win, you got to be disciplined. I was disciplined for like 4 or 5 months, and I won like 80 grand. Um, yeah, so I've proved to myself, bottom line, that like I can be disciplined. What I didn't like about myself the last time I was disciplined is that I was extremely rough to my surroundings, and it really stuck with me when I heard me talk to a friend of mine about things, and I noticed that I hurt him, and he is probably the only person where it actually like made me feel how like ugly I was by my toughness. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be like that. I just don't want to be like that. And there's like the performance paradigm where you're like super tough, and there's like the kindness, and we're all trying to figure out kind of the middle. Um, and I'm just kind of here like for a long time, and I'm just kind of kind, but I'm like doing things um, and going, but it just doesn't feel like that I'm winning. It really doesn't. Um, like I'm not losing either, but like you see me, like I don't have any like an amazing body. I'm not like successful in what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a few things, but I'm not doing them actually. Um, um, and I really think like the reason why, if I'm not winning, I'm losing, I guess. The reason why I'm losing um, is because I lack self-discipline with food. Um, and yeah, it's just really been hurting the past few days. Like we're out here and we're eating stuff, and we're not even eating unhealthy, but like I'm just not in alignment, and I hate to hear when people say, "Dude, you're in holidays, like you can get a bit out of line," but I really disagree with that sentence. Like, why would ever in a period in your life you would want to make your body feel bad? So like, I really don't get this with a holiday thing. I get it. You work like all the year and like you have 1 week to get away, but like, do you really like want to like eat a lot of food and then for like 3 days in a row and like the fourth day of your holiday is just having a stomach like that and that you feel like grossed out of from yourself? Like, do you really want that? Is that holidays? Um, so yeah, and I guess I just want to have more control over things. And on the outside, it just looks so easy. Like, wake up, do the same thing, like some routine for the legs, for the back, uh, just stay disciplined. And like that's the key to success. But like there really is something that I think a lot of people amongst me are not getting. Um, I guess my only choice is to like when I was talking about the scale of like kindness and like when I'm on the scale, let's say here is 0, toughness, discipline, and kindness, and I'm like here where things kind of work out, but they don't. It's easier to fall back on here, which means not maybe kinder, but like not a lot of work. Because you don't want to feel like you don't want to feel bad. That's why I'm saying kindness when you're not doing like anything, pretty much. Because there's a lot of times where you don't do anything and you just feel like crap. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to like not do anything and just relax. Um, but I guess like you wanna like be on the 0, like on this part of the scale, and like discipline and like feel a bit bad when you're not doing nothing, and but you're winning, and you're increasing momentum, and maybe you can like slowly like push it down towards 0. Because like the automatic will be doing things, and doing things just make you feel good, increases like your dopamine, and I mean I don't have to get too technical. So yeah, I'm just making this video because like I really got like grossed out of myself and turned off from by myself, I guess. Um, and yeah, let this be the point here, early August 2024, where I switch paradigms again. Because making the switch is, I think, um, is the hard part. Like switching the button, switching the scale, switching. That's the hard part. But I guess it's time to go again in tough mode a bit. And I feel like I'm wiser, I feel like I'm stronger, and I feel up for the challenge. I do have many to dos, but regarding discipline, but I think food would be the number one. Food and like mobility, like exercising and a bit in the beginning to set our bodies up is an important one. Um, that was it. Thank you for listening. Um, and I hope I upload more videos.